Okay, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay, finally, the case of Tinubu has gotten to Trump's desk.
Yes.
And what we can see and what we know, Donald Trump is ready to what? To deal with Tinubu and his government as regards Tinubu 1992-1993 court case. You know, we know that Tinubu forfeited $460,000. You know, he fled an asylum away from US to Nigeria as regards, you know, a drug issue. Do you think that Trump will finally make it happen by indicting Tinubu?
Tinubu's past transaction in Chicago when he was in America, the whole documents in regard of all his drug illicit transaction in the USA has been what? Unraveled, unearthed and revealed by the United States Freedom of Information Agency. It is a platform in this Trump administration that doesn't want to leave any stone unturned to bring up previous crimes, criminalities committed by Joe Biden administration, by Obama administration, even by Bill Clinton administration. When Tinubu was arrested was 92-93 over his drug transaction and a seizure at the tune of $460,000 belonging to the Nigerian president is now right under serious probe in the United States of America. FOIA is a platform in America that has given America the freedom of speech, freedom of, not holding back any criminal activities of non-American and the Americans. And you know the type of person Donald Trump is. Trump doesn't like Tinubu, and he doesn't take nonsense. Throughout the administration of Buhari, Trump turned his back at Buhari. He could not even have one-on-one rapport, I don't know to understand, or conversation with Buhari when they were having United Nations Summit in New York. At the secretariat over there, they were like introducing Buhari to Donald Trump. Trump answered, "No, I don't want to have anything to do with this man. This man is the lifeless. I have no business with the lifeless. I don't have to discuss with the lifeless." That was exactly what Trump was, rebuffing, telling people that were about to introduce Muhammad Buhari as a Nigerian president to Donald Trump of the United States. Trump actually disliked Nigerian political system because Trump actually believes that it's full of irregularities, abnormalities. That's why he has distanced himself from Tinubu administration. And this time around, it's like Trump is coming to at least torment, trouble the Nigeria, dogged, illegitimate president, BOLA AHMED Tinubu. Trump is coming up with a drug allegation in the past, and the whole Nigeria should brace up for what? Disgrace. See, it happened in 1991, 90s, when Manuel Noriega, the Panama president, was involved on what? Drug transaction, drug cartel in the Central American Republic. What actually happened was that those drug cartels were selling in their large number, quantity, drugs, heroin and cocaine into the United States of America. And this angered the then George Bush. Yes, the then George Bush or Bill Clinton, who succeeded on abducting Manuel Noriega, the Panama president, who the hell is Tinubu. And what is it that Nigeria is having over as an advantage? Panama. Panama is a country in the Latin America, and America did not stop from actually taking a very capital action against the then president of Panama, Manuel Noriega. And Manuel Noriega was abducted by the CIA and FBI, although he ran into the enclavement of the Vatican City, that is the office of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the head of the Vatican. No, the office of Pope John Paul. Pope John Paul was the head of Vatican then. And Vatican embassy in Panama could not actually shelve Manuel Noriega, the then president of Panama. What happened was that when he ran into that enclosure of Vatican embassy in Panama, American military forces actually used saxophone, calling on the Panama president to come out of the Vatican embassy, that they are out to arrest him. He insisted on hiding in the Vatican embassy in Panama. What American military forces did, the Marine forces, they actually, U.S. Marine, they actually went into the Vatican embassy in Panama and abducted Manuel Noriega. And his case was lingering until we did not know how they at least went about it. But all I know is that there was a decisive action taken against Manuel Noriega drug deal and transaction from Panama into the United States over the years. So what actually transpired was that Nigerian President BOLA Tinubu was involved in that kind of transaction of drug in Chicago, United States of America, 1992-93. And today, we are seeing Donald Trump administration coming after him. Nigeria should not be bragging over Nigerian, as a country that has sovereignty. The United States of America will not do anything. No, it's a lie. They are going to do something. America respects their law and their constitution. It is all about their life. The Constitution of America that was written by 55 men in Philadelphia as from 1786, 1787, 1788, and 89 is the work of, strong men, lawmakers in America. They were 55 in number. And that's why America always does not play with their constitution. They respect their law. And if the strong arms of the law of the United States of America catches up with you, you are in trouble. Oga, America is coming. America must come. I'm telling you, I'm an analyst. I'm not accusing anybody of any crime. But all I know is that when it mattered most in 2023 presidential election, Atiku and Co. and other political opposition to APC or Tinubu, actually they went deep down to unearth and investigate Tinubu's past, transaction, drug transaction, illicit one in the United States of America. They wanted to use it against Tinubu during the presidential election, electoral tribunal, in which Obi was actually the winner, but the INEC chairman and the Nigerian judiciary upturned that, rulings in favor, against Obi, in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So this time around, Trump, I think, is staging a very strong revenge against Nigerian government under the watch of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Trump does not have any likeness, any love, anything to, come about in terms of fondness, with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Trump is coming for vengeance. I think Nigerians as a whole, both in diaspora and within this country, should brace up disgrace and scandal, because America is using this as, a common balance, as an excuse to enter Nigerian government and rubbish this kind of illegitimate regime that has been, excruciating Nigerian people, depriving us all manners of, economic, economic enjoyment, accessibility to good livings, Trump is coming, and I believe in what Donald Trump can do. He's a man I know that can never leave any stone unturned to do good. He is not a corrupt man, but a very blunt man, a man of the truth, a man that respects God, a man that I tell people that Trump is among Mission 25 ministries in Texas that were praying fervently for Israel to have edge over its adversary in the Middle East when it mattered most in October 7th, invasion of Israel, land of Israel or state of Israel by Hamas. Trump was people that were engaging themselves on chain prayers, praying fervently for Jerusalem, for Israel not to be, defeated by the Arabs. And today, you could see how Israel fought the best precision war ever seen or witnessed on the earth today. High-tech war, and Israel had an edge over Yemen, an edge over Syria. Hamas, Hezbollah, and the almighty Iran has come down. I'm telling you that it is a revengeful time. America is coming. They can do anything, anywhere in the world, using the Office of Global Access, OGA. If you allow United States of America, United Nations cannot stop them. They are coming to actually, at least, make sure that Tinubu go in for whatever crime he committed in the past in the USA.
But do you think that if Tinubu is indicted and invited to America for questioning, do you think Tinubu will attend to that?
No president in the past was actually invited by the United States of America to come and answer for drug, offense or criminality or transaction. No, in the past, there are many of them. Someone like Escobar could not come. America embarked on you know, military operation. They went to either Mexico or Colombia and they abducted Escobar. What about El Chapo? El Chapo was involved in that kind of transaction in the past, and America, through their military operation, they went to, I think, Mexico and abducted El Chapo. And what I'm trying to say, it happened when Bertrand was so stubborn in 1990-91. He couldn't allow the winner of an election in Haiti. I don't really understand. America unsat Bertrand and made the right person that won that election president of Haiti. So America has been embarking on this international, you know, military operation, you know, successfully. They did it in 1979 when, what's the name of this regime in Iran? I don't, Ayatollah Al-Khomeini, I think, or Shah. There was that big name in Iran then in 1979. America went to Iran and did what they did successfully there. They disorganized the regime of that Ayatollah or Al-Khomeini, one Iranian, you know, Islamist, you know, radical like that, seized power in Iran. America went to Iran using the Office of Global Access and operated in Iran successfully, disorganized that regime and came back to the state. America used the same Office of Global Access, you know, Office of Global Access, went to Pakistan when it mattered most that Osama bin Laden has disappeared into the air. After investigating and found out the hideout of Osama bin Laden in Pakistan, using the Office of Global Access, OGA, America went into Pakistan and do what? And abducted, though not alive, Osama bin Laden and took him to Pentagon. Today, Osama bin Laden was buried on the ocean floor off the coast of Belize in the Central America. America has every access, I mean United States, to anywhere in the world, even above our world, I mean in the space, to go and operate successfully and come back to their base in the USA. There is nothing the United States of America cannot do on the earth. I'm trying to tell you that this is our world before United States of America and Israel. See, I am in support of what America is doing. There was a time the FBI came into Nigeria to arrest Igbo boys they accused of cyber crimes of all manners. What happened? It happened in 2020. Muhammad Buhari was Nigerian president. He gave them free access to arrest those Igbo boys, some Yoruba boys as well, like counting, you know, up to 40 in number. And they took all of them into the United States. Today, they are serving various jail tenure. If they come into Nigeria, anybody that is culpable, whether Mr. President, whether Mr. Chancellor, or whoever you are in Nigeria, they should do what? Arrest you and take you to the United States. Go and answer for whatever you committed. It happened when Abba Kyari, the super cop, was indicted with Abbas, that hot puppy, you know, of duping an American company. They came into this country to arrest Abba Kyari. Nigerian government could not agree. But they came into this country after time, arrest Yahoo. Once it is Yahoo, federal government of Nigeria will allow them to arrest Yahoo boys. That's the cyber crime, you know, cyber criminals. But when it's an issue of politicians, you know, siphoning money or duping U.S. industries or companies, you know, or banks, when they come in here, our government is not going to allow them. So that's why I'm telling you that it's going to be a clash between the two titans. We will know who is more gigantic, we know who is taller, who is stronger, and who is politically more vigorous between USA and Nigeria. Trump is coming for vengeance, and I think he has right to act because they believe that Nigerian president violated their law over there in America.
Okay, but will this not be a global disgrace if Tinubu is truly finally indicted?
Be ready to grab it. You are ready to take that global disgrace because someone that committed a crime must go and answer for the crime he committed. So, see, somebody, Nnanyerugo, killer boy, is being repatriated from Qatar. Do you know what he committed? I think that was an act of cultism. In one of the universities in Nigeria here, he killed a fellow student and absconded into Qatar using several identity cards or documents. Today, Nigerian police, in conjunction with Interpol, actually intercepted him in Qatar, and Qatar has brought him in. As I'm talking to you, killer boy Nnanyerugo is in Nigeria now, in chain. They abducted him, extradited him into Nigeria already because he's a civilian. Because he's an Igbo man and the boy is going to answer for that crime. I don't support criminals. You see what happened? If America could come in here to question someone they actually believe violated American law, that person should inherit it by his head, in his head. So they are right. So if you tag it or term it international disgrace, be ready to take it because you are part of Nigeria. And part of Nigeria, America respect their law. They don't have respect, the politicians, over our own constitution and law. That's why they actually violate our law, mess our law. If you, as a Nigerian common or layman, commit crime, violate our law, they will arrest you immediately. They will arrest you because you are not in government, you are not among the political elites. So if they violate in America, anywhere outside Nigeria, they should be arrested and apprehended. Be ready to grab the disgrace, whether internationally or locally.
Okay, but if Tinubu was not the president of Nigeria, do you think the Fulani will go ahead, begging Donald Trump and the U.S. Congress to release his file?
Fulani, they are going to team together, the whole North. They have seen an opportunity to cling on, to make sure that they remove Tinubu. That's why this time around, I'm telling you that Tinubu's hope, faith is hanging in balance on the air. Because the Fulani, Janjawees, they don't like Tinubu right away because Tinubu is no longer dancing to their costumes. That's why the Fulanis, they are ready right now to go into the United States of America and play allegiance, homage, and their support with USA to make sure that Tinubu answers for that crime. And you should know how inquisitive, anxious Kachima Chetima is right now to become the #1 citizen of Nigerian state. Chetima is not relenting. Chetima is not relenting. He's working with the USA government to make sure that Tinubu is answerable to his crime. So what I'm trying to say is that the Fulanis are working as fast as possible to make sure that they parley with Washington to unseat Tinubu. Okay,
but from what we can see now, we know that since the insurrection of democracy in Nigeria, the Fulanis and the Yoruba have been the ones ruling this country. Yes. But with what is going currently, do you think that the Fulanis and the Yoruba will not have rifts?
Yeah, there should be very, very serious rifts this time because Fulani actually has been ruling Nigeria since 1970 till date. No Hausa man was there, no Igbo man was there. It was Yoruba man in 1976, Yoruba man in 1994, 95. That is an historical. The same Yoruba man in 1999 until 2007. Then Fulanis, the remaining years are the Fulanis, not the Hausas, not the Igbos. So what I'm trying to say now is that Fulani, they are going to use that as an excuse to make sure that they enter into Nigerian political system again. And I want to tell you that if it happens that Chetima becomes Nigerian president now, Chetima would like to stay 8 years there, whether you like it or not. So that is where it's getting very, very tougher than expected by Nigerians. It's going to be tougher than expected by everybody because Chetima himself is power hungry. Fulani men, they are power hungry. Yoruba man is power hungry, which is why they are not relenting. Each and every election that comes and goes, they fought tooth and nail to make sure that they manipulate such election as Tinubu did in 2023. He grabbed power, he kicked power, he stole power, he restored power, he hijacked power. And here, Donald Trump is coming to actually prove who he is to the world. Trump took an oath to maintain the rules and regulation, the law and constitution of the United States of America. And Trump will have no reason to swear by the Bible and let God down. No. I know Trump is a staunch Christian. Trump is a Jew. He worships the God of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. That is God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Trump is a German Jew. His parents escaped Holocaust of 1939 to 1945. I'm telling you. So when Trump is coming with full strength to actually prove to God what he swore he should do for the Americans. America is for the Americans. That is Americanism. Time has come for the truth to prevail.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Don't forget to like, share, comment on this channel.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
And share the video.
Share the videos among you. That's the only way you could do me good. My highly esteemed viewers. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.